Hey guys, like, comment, subscribe. Just doing a quick video with the MLB offseason, kind of slowing down a bit, only a couple big names left. We're looking at a potential trade that a team should consider. For all Toronto Blue Jays fans out there, of course, you've added George Springer, but I feel like a lot of you still feel like something's missing. And I was thinking the other night of a perfect trade for the Toronto Blue Jays where they get a pitcher and a top tier player. So, Alex, what do we have for them?
So it definitely starts with a top tier player. Nolan Arenado. He is an 8-time Gold Glove player. He is a 5-time All Star. He is someone who hit 41 home runs in 2019. He is not a pushover. He might get paid $35 million this year, but he is someone that he's going to push you into contention. On top of Nolan Arenado, I'm talking about Kyle Freeland as well. Kyle Freeland, he might not have come off the greatest year, but he's a perfect kind of pitcher that Shapiro is looking for. He is looking for those guys that are 4 something, 5 something ERAs, but have the potential to be in that 2 to 3 range. Freeland is essentially an improved version of Robbie Ray. So I definitely do think that this is a great move to pick up both of these guys. And this could throw them into contention this year instead of having to wait another 1 or 2 or 3 years for all those guys to come up and take the plate.
Yeah, I mean, Arenado in that deal speaks for himself. We don't even need to go
Yeah.
into his production. Like you said, too, what is it, 8-time Gold Glove winner? I feel like that's something people forget because usually when you have a power, just pure hitter like that, not often the greatest fielder, but Arenado, with everything aside, and very good average typically too. I know last year bit down, but he's over 290 for his career. So just overall, he's a very efficient player. But yeah, Freeland I like a lot in that too. He gets to fill in that 3-4 pitcher role that they're still looking for a guy like James Paxton or someone to add. Freeland throws a lot of innings. He has a lot of strikeouts, and in a good year like we've seen in 2018, he can be that sub 3 ERA guy. And for I believe the first half of last year, he was along that category too. And then the Rockies just kind of crumbled. So I think on a good team, he has a good chance to be a pretty good number 3 pitcher for them. So I like that. In terms of what they'd have to give up, obviously they're going to have to give up either a top prospect or two. You could obviously look through the prospect pool and pick that. We had a bit different routes where you probably said they'll go more prospects. I think that maybe if they throw in a guy like Rowdy Tellez, it would entice the Rockies a bit more, just because Tellez is a guy who he's hit 20 home runs already. He's still relatively young at 25. His stats last year offensively match Arenado. So I feel like if they think, hey, we maybe could have a team that's worth the playoff push in 2-3 years, they could have Tellez there and him be ready for his prime at that time. So I would center a package around him, and then a couple prospects accordingly, obviously higher end ones for them.
See, from my end, I do agree that Tellez would be a good fit on that team. With that being said, I think this team's going to be more of a fire sale this year. They're really going to be trying to get rid of everyone. The Colorado Rockies of 2021 really remind me a lot of the Toronto Blue Jays of 2018. They don't need a lot of these guys. They need to rebuild that prospect pool. So I'm thinking more of just a couple prospects get the deal done. In my mind, if I'm Colorado, just the fact that I'm being able to get off of this contract at Arenado, who's getting paid $35 million this year, in a year where I'm not competing for the World Series, I think that's okay on my end. But I do think it's going to cost quite a bit though. The big reason I think that prospects to get it done is because Colorado has one prospect in the top 100 in MLB right now, and he's 49th. Not exactly an all-star stud right now. Toronto has 4, and as much as I don't think that they're going to give up Nate Pearson or Austin Martin, I do think that they're going to give up something like Simeon Woods Richardson, who is in the top 100 in the MLB right now. Potentially even someone like Jordan Grisham, who's also a number 70 and top prospect in the MLB right now. Like, I think it's going to take a lot of prospects, but I think that Colorado really can use that reload in the prospects. I don't think that this year is going to end with a lot of these guys on that team. I'm really not expecting Blackman Kemp to play for that team by the end of the year. I think it's gonna be a big blow up on their end, and it might be worth it. They have been over 500 in over 2 years, and their players getting older. And if they can get this kind of value for Arenado right now, if I'm them, I'm doing it. And the Blue Jays have that system to be able to get this trade done. They have the money available to be able to get this trade done as well. and I just think they're the perfect position for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised maybe if it's both those guys plus Tellez, just because Arenado is
Maybe.
that good. You're
Yeah.
still getting Freeland. So, like, if they really want this trade to happen, I think it's pretty good. And the reason I think it too is, I mean, if you look at this lineup in terms of what that would do, no matter where you go with it, you could either go route A, where you have Nolan Arenado playing third base, where he is, again, that multi time gold glove winner. And then you don't have to rush Austin Martin into playing, or you could find a way to put a guy like either Vlad or Arenado at DH, play Martin first, third, wherever you want to. There's just a lot of routes to go. And no matter what, that 1 through 9, both on the field and at the plate, is going to look very, very good. And then as we start adding more of these veteran pitchers, that pitching staff is at least worth talking about a bit more than it is right now.
Definitely above average at that point. And not gonna lie, I would rather do this kind of move than go and pay Trevor Bauer $35 million. I don't think Trevor Bauer has earned that consistency to get paid that much, but someone like Nolan Arenado has. So
I
it's
agree.
definitely a good move from the Blue Jays end if they can do it.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, Trevor Bauer, like you said, he definitely last year was very good, but over his career, Nolan Arenado has been much more consistent. Plus, he has that weird contract where, like, he could technically opt out after 2021. So that's what
Yeah.
maybe would entice the Rockies to move him. Because if this deal or if this team is that bad again, like last year, and he feels like the Rockies aren't a good fit, he could just walk, and you're getting nothing for
So
him.
it's sweet.
Exactly.
So
So you may as well get a couple of these top 100 prospects because, like you said at the beginning, too, they have one guy in the top 100 prospects right now. And based off last year, what we've seen, this isn't a team that looks like they're going to compete anytime soon. And these guys, for the most part, other than Story and Arenado, are out of their primes now. So
exactly. And let us know what you guys think, guys, because let us know if you guys think that the Blue Jays should really pursue Arenado, and if you think Arenado's going to get traded, but to another team. Overall, definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.